I think joy is more of a mental feeling, and happiness, you feel it in your body.
Okay. Next. Anyone?
Yeah. Joy has an active quality, a very energetic quality.
Okay.
You can be quiet and collected and be very happy.
Okay.
And joy, it's just, I can't even describe it. It's energetic.
And anybody can share?
I feel the joy in my heart more
Okay.
than just happiness.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain. What is the difference between joy and happiness? So joy means actually you just delighting, excited, delight in, and then happiness when you practice just 30 minutes or 1 hour and you feel light, you feel light, and you feel comfortable during meditations. So your whole body will be so light. You feel so, your body will be so comfortable. This is the happiness. You know, sometimes some meditator feel that, you know, they are sitting, they're practicing meditation one place, but they feel that they are almost flying on the sky, you know. Someone feel that, yeah. So this is the happiness, you know, because you feel your whole body will be so light, so comfortable. This is the happiness. And joy means exciting, you know. So now you understand the characteristic of the first jhana, right?
Did we, Bhante, I have a question. Did we discuss the difference between thinking and examining thought?
Yeah, thinking and examining thought, joy, happiness, unification of mind. These 5 factors will rise one by one. It will
Isn't thinking and examining thought the same thing, or?
not the same thing. Thinking thought, we call in Pali actually vitakka, visara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. Vitakka means thinking thought. Visara means, you know, examining thought. And piti, joy. Sukha, happiness. Ekaggata, unification of mind. So we call in Pali vitakka, visara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. That means thinking thought, examining thought, joy, happiness, and unification of mind. So these 5 factors will arise in your mind. 5 hindrances will be absent. That moment, 5 hindrances will not rise. Then you will think that you will attain already first jhana. Does it make sense?
What's the experience between the 2 different types of thinking?
Like examining means thinking. You think and examining. Is it wholesome or is it unwholesome? This is the examining, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So we can go to next jhana, the second jhana. So now you understand what is the characteristic of the first jhana. So now we can discuss about the second jhana.
So before you do that,
Yes.
I've just listened to you talk about joy and happiness, but I don't really fully understand the distinction that you're making.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me explain again between joy. You know, when you practice loving kindness meditations, joy will arise in your mind. Sometimes you feel so happy, delighting, delight, or you feel excited sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you talk, oh, now this meditation is real work. And when you go to a little bit deeper, more deeper, and your whole body will be so light. So, like you are practicing at your home right now, so you think that you are not at home. You have the big body, but you think that I don't have any body right now. That feeling will arise in your mind. You feel like I don't know where I am now. Only your mind is there, but your body is not there. Your place is also, you don't feel the way where are you practicing meditations. You don't feel that. This is the happiness. Is it clear? I don't know whether I could answer.
No, it's I understand that feeling. I think part of it is language. I mean, just in your sentence, you said, when joy arises, you feel so happy. So you were using the word happy in that sentence, but when you're talking about happiness, you're meaning the next.
So the sensation that you feel is you're so light that you really don't feel with the joy encompassed body. As opposed to the happy body, you're still you can still feel your arms, you can still feel your hands.
Right. Yeah. So when you feel you have the body and you have your six senses is working and you feel that, but you still feel delighting.
But you're still happy.
Yeah, you feel delighting, you feel excited. This is the piti, this is the joy. But when you feel the happiness, this is more strong. You feel your mind will be balanced. And it's not like pity, joy, but it's right. Your mind will be, how to say it, balanced, and then you how can I say you.
Could you explain it like maybe happiness? You still feel the presence of the ego. And the joy, you kind of lose the presence of the ego. You're more of.
What do you mean ego?
Well, your self-identity, the anatta.
Of course, the anatta, it will come because the first jhana, this is the basic level only. So the anatta, it will come in anatta. You will experience when you attend the Istrimantra.
Okay.
Istrimantra. So when you attend the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and the base of infinite space, the base of consciousness, the base of nothingness, the base of the perceptions. So your atta is there, your soul is there. But when you attend the Istrimantra, then you completely you experience that, oh, there is no soul in my mind.
No coming back.
Anatta, yeah, you experience that. That's why there are three kinds of characteristics when someone attains the Istrimantra. It's called Sakkayaditthi. That means Sakkayaditthi means when you have the atta, so you'll understand that there is no atta, everything is impermanence. It's arising and passing away. There is no soul. Sakkayaditthi. Visikicca. Silabbata paramasa. Sakkayaditthi, Silabbata paramasa. Silabbata paramasa means rites and rituals, ceremonies and other things. If you do that, you go to the temple, you just offer the incense, and there are many kinds of rites and rituals people are practicing at the temple. Am I right? So, because if you do that, it's never lead you to attain Nibbana. So that confidence will arise in your mind. Then last one is doubt. Doubt will be disappeared from your mind. Then you attain instrumental.
Monty,
Yes.
I kind of look at it as far as happiness and joy. If somebody tells me a good joke, I feel happy. If I read a poem, that gives me joy. And that's the different feeling.
Okay.
Joy is more subtle.
Here, yeah, here that's joy actually. Meditation, when you practice meditation during the meditations, and then when you practice sitting meditation, walking meditations, you know, where even though you are walking, but still the joy arises in your mind. This is the, how to say, meditation joy, you know. So if you compare the art of the meditation joys is different things. But you have to think all the time about the meditations. When you practice the meditations, how your mind is working, you feel what is the difference between meditation joy and other joy, you know? So that's why there are, when you attend the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, so this is the the joy arises, this is the, how to say, normal joy. But when you attain the base of nothingness, then uplifted joy will rise in your mind. It's called uplifted joy. That one is more strong than the normal joy, right?
So you're saying there's different kinds of joy?
Yeah, there are 5 kinds of joy actually.
So the joy that you mentioned in the first jhana, you said it's more of like an excitement. It's like
It's just delighting or exciting.
So like I have like an analogy. Can you tell me if it's correct? Like I was just thinking of like maybe could you say, is it safe to say that joy is like when you receive a present? It's like when someone gives you a present, you're like excited that you're getting a present.
This is the normal.
And then that's like normal joy, right?
Normal
the first
joy,
jhana.
yeah.
And then after you open it, let's say it's like your favorite shirt. Then like the next day you're wearing it, and that's happiness. You're like comfortable. You're delighted that you have it. So like maybe joy is like getting the present, and then happiness is like enjoying the present. Is that like a good analogy, or is that not?
Actually, here I can say the happiness. Let me explain the joy. There are 5 kinds of joy. 3 kinds of joy can arise to everyone, all the normal people. And other 2 kinds of joy arise only when someone practice meditation and their mind become well developed. Then uplifting joy arises in their mind. You know, so that's why there are 5 kinds of joy and happiness. So, but I don't know how many kinds of happiness I have to take a look at. So, but what I know, when you practice the 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours meditations, then your mind is so balanced. You feel that there is no body, you know, and then you really feel very comfortable. Like you are flying on the sky. Like sometimes you feel that you sit down but on the ocean. Sometimes you feel that. So this is like you know, especially this happiness feel when someone practice long time. I mean, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, 4 hours. Then they experience that, you know. And this become more clear to them. But when someone attend first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, so first jhana is not so strong, second jhana is become a little bit strong, and third jhana is more strong, and fourth jhana is become more strong. Then step by step is go through. So this is what I understand. I don't know whether it's become clear or not to you. Yeah. Okay, so second jhana, we can go to the second jhana. So when you attain the second jhana, thinking and examining thought won't arise. Only joy, happiness and unification will arise in your mind. So that time you have to stop verbalization, mentally verbalization. So when you practice at the beginning, you do the mentally verbalizations, may I be happy, may I be calm, may I be peaceful, and so on. So when you attain the second jhana, you understand thinking and examining thought is not arising in your mind. Joy, happiness and unification of mind, these three factors will arise in your mind. Then you attain the second jhana. Then your meditation will be the silent meditation. That moment will be a silent meditation. So you, even though silent, but mentally is working. You are radiating loving kindness mentally, everything. So you attain the second jhana. And then when you practice again continuously practicing, joy stop arising. Joy won't arise. So then only happiness and unification of mind will rise in your mind. Then you attain third jhana. So then again you are practicing your meditation. Then you will see happiness stop rising. Only unification of mind. Then you're feeling from the center of your chest to go to your top of your head. You feel that. You don't feel in the center of your chest. You feel the top of your head. Then you attain the fourth jhana. Right? So this is the only basic instruction for today. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. I want you to be clear all the stuff for jhana, so that we can join next Friday. We can talk about the one suttas and we can discuss it about it. So that time all the jhana, what I am talking about, so it will be more clear, because I will talk jhanas a lot from the sutta. So it will be more clear to you. So maybe that time you cannot blame me, but you cannot say, oh, Bhante, whatever I said is not true. Because when I talk from the sutta, it will become very clear to you, So, question.
Which sutta describes the jhanas?
I'm sorry?
When I open up, is there a sutta in Majjhima Nikaya
Yes.
that describes the jhanas clearly?
Okay, you mean the jhana? What does it mean, jhana, right? Okay, jhana means...
That describes each of them.
Yeah, jhana means stage of meditation.
Right.
Jhana means stage of meditation, or you can say the level of understanding. You can say jhana means, most of the scholars, they use concentration. But here, some of them also use the sustain. No, it's not sustain, application. Some of them initial application. And some scholars mention that concentration. But actually here, according to my understanding, jhana means stage of meditation.
Bhante, I think he's also asking, like in the suttas, like in the Majjhima Nikaya, like which suttas. There's multiple suttas that talk about jhana, right?
Yes.
Not just like one. There's a lot of them, I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking. That's why I'm saying because every 1 week we will have the 2 retreat. One Mondays at 7 p.m., another one Friday at 7 p.m. So Monday and 7 day, because today is just a basic discussion today we are going to do, and on Friday I will talk about one sutta and then we'll discuss about it, and then again Monday we'll talk about another sutta, we'll discuss about it, then we'll talk gradually everything, you know.
There's a quick question about the 5 kinds of joy.
Yes,
You said the first 3 anyone can feel, right?
right. Anyway, and the other truths will be uplifted joy.
Uplifting, the 4th and the 5th are both uplifting joy, or just
4 and 5th.
okay? What's the difference between those 2 joys? Like one is
Actually,
are they called in different?
yeah, the normal people, you know, as the Zim told me when he read the poem and other things, so that's one sort of joy arises in their mind. Actually, all people can feel that. These 3 kinds of joy. But when your mind will be well developed, you attend the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, then you'll see one time you mind, like when you attain the base of infinite consciousness, then uplifted joy will arise in your mind.
Okay.
You know, and there are 5 kinds of joy actually. My teacher Bhante Vimalanam, he explained that in his book. I have to take a look at.
Okay. So the 4th kind of joy is in the 1st and 2nd jhana. Then the 5th kind of joy is in the arupa jhanas.
No, this. Oh yeah. When Arupa Jhana, I don't say the Arupa Jhana actually. There is no Arupa Jhana. It's called, when you attend the 4th Jhana, I can say that this is the base of space, Ayatana in Pali. Pali is called Ayatana, space. So when you attend the 4th Jhana, then the base of infinite space, the base of infinite consciousness, the base of nothingness, the base of neither perception, these are belong to the 4th jhana, you know.
Oh.
So we can say the infinite sphere. We can say the base of infinite, the sphere, we can say Ayatana, we call in Pali actually. But I don't say Rupa Jhana, Rupa Jhana. There is no explanation like that in the sutta. Yeah. So Buddha only mentioned until the 4th jhana, and the base of infinite space, the base of consciousness, the base of nothingness, the base of neither perception nor non-perception, all those things are called sphere. Sphere. Ayatana.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, any question? I don't know. I think Andrew is not. Are you clear about my explanation? Maybe not.
No, I'm fine. I'm just smiling because you're getting into the argument that you got.
Oh no, I'm not going.
Vimalanam with his 8 jhanas.
No, actually, I didn't get it from the sutta. That's why I'm just very. I don't say that this is the 7 jhana, 8 jhana, and how to say 4 jhana, 5th jhana, 7 jhana, 8 jhana. You know, one day when I was there, I talked with the David. You know, he also explained in his book as 5th jhana, 7th jhana, 8th jhana. He explained like that. Then I told him, David, where did you get it? He said, well, I talked with the Bhante, that's why I mentioned like that. I told him, no, this is not the way. You have to find it from the sutta. if in the sutta it's explained very clearly, then you can say in the sutta mentioned like that. Am I right? So in this sutta, like you can say Bahubihi Sutta, Bahuvidanaya Sutta, right? The many kinds of feeling. In this sutta mentioned first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana, sixth jhana, seventh jhana, eighth jhana. But you will never find that in any sutta. So if you cannot find, you will see, as the Vincin D mentioned, that there are many suttas where the Buddha talk about the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. We learn step by step. You see, because we have the two retreat per week, so you learn a lot. I'll talk, many suttas. I'll explain many suttas, so you'll get it. So every class I'll explain and then Q&A. Explain, Q&A, because I want you to understand very clearly this meditation.
So maybe before we leave the first jhana, I guess I would like to ask two things. Because sometimes things get lost in translation. The two Pali words that we're talking about for joy and happiness. And then my understanding is always that joy was a more energetic feeling, and happiness I tend to equate with a kind of blissfulness, or kind of...
Yeah.
Is that accurate, or is that, and what are the two Pali words for joy and happiness?
Piti and Sukha.
Right.
Piti is joy, Sukha happiness.
Right.
It's very difficult actually to find translation in English. There are many words like Dhamma. You cannot get a exactly correct translation in English. So this is sometimes you use Dhamma is Dhamma. Dhamma is, some translator explain, Dhamma means truth, Dhamma means doctrine, Dhamma means